Hello everyone, and welcome to the second episode of Christyn's Crochet Corner. I hope y'all all had an amazing week, and I hope that y'all are living this day for this day and y'all are looking forward to the next. And I hope that everybody is happy and healthy and loved. And if you're not feeling too loved today, I send out my love and I send out my joy to you, hoping that it would reach you and give you a smile on your face. If you are new to the channel, you haven't missed much because this is the only second episode. So you haven't really missed that much. But if you do want to catch up and if you don't want to miss anything, please subscribe to my channel. Subscribe, guys, so that you don't miss any fun. I do have an Instagram, and I will put the name of my Instagram right here. Ooh, magic. So that you can go ahead and check out my Instagram, where there's much more crochet fun there. And also, I wanted to let y'all know that y'all are more than welcome, and feel free to comment of whatever you think is in your heart, whatever you think needs to be said. If I miss something, please, guys, or if I say something a little bit wrong, I'm not perfect. This channel is not perfect, so please help me out, guys. You can go ahead and comment down below. Share this video with all your crochet friends, your other crochet addicts, and of course, give me a thumbs way up. If y'all do not know me, my name is Christyn. I am from South Texas, and I have been crocheting for 3 years. I am a mama of 2 humans and 4 fur babies. And I have been married for 6 years. So to this year will be 6 years. So I am a wife. And our show is based on crochet being our kind of outlet. Like, we're letting go. This is our relaxing time. Even if this is your business, I'm sure you still love what you do. So this is our little outlet. This is where we get together and we get to let each other know, hey, I learned this week and I wanted to share it with everybody. Or let people know, I've been doing this wrong for 5 years and I didn't know that I've been doing it wrong. So if you're new to crochet, don't do this or don't make this mistake. But the core of our show is to help one another. So no hate and no bullying will be tolerated on this show. And please, if you do leave a comment, please leave it in a loving way and in a way that's not going to offend anybody, because we are all one crochet family. We love what we do and we love our art. Our little yarn babies. I have a nice yarn baby right here, and her name is Minty. She is a Red Heart Super Saver. Okay, let me tell you why I love Red Heart. First off, because it is a little bit more affordable. No offense to Lion Brand, but this is, I guess, the most common yarn. I guess everybody has Red Heart Super Saver in their yarn stash. By the way, if you do have me on Facebook or Instagram, please flash me your stash. I want to see, guys, what do y'all have? What are y'all hiding in that stash? So Flash Your Stash Fridays is coming up, and it also happens to land on Good Friday. So it's going to be a Good Friday. So please flash me your stash. I want to see what you're working with. What is your favorite brand of yarn? Comment down below, guys. Let me know what Red Heart is a little bit more affordable, well, a lot more affordable. Especially, I like to go to my local Joann's. My local Joann's always has it a little bit more expensive than Walmart, but when there's a sale, guys, the yarn is like super cheap. I think it's like $2.70 something, and at Walmart it's like almost $3, which isn't expensive, but it's still cheaper than $3, girl. So, you cannot go wrong with Red Heart Super Saver. If you are a beginner, I do suggest Red Heart Super Saver. But I would not suggest like yarns that are kind of like fuzzy, like the eyelash yarn or the scrubby yarn. They are cute, or the sparkly yarn. I would just go ahead and get like a plain yarn and no dark colors. You want to see what you're working with. So I would do maybe like, even this Minty would be good. You can do a bright orange, a carrot. Red Heart yarn has the Red Heart with not with love. The Red Heart yarn Super Saver has a carrot color. You can do The color lemon. I'm looking at my stash. See what colors you can do. You can do like that lavender color. Nothing dark. I wouldn't do like the red hot, that bright red yarn. I wouldn't do black or royal. Nothing like that. You don't want to do those colors. So stick with something bright that you're going to be able to see, that you're going to, if you mess up, you're going to tell in your stitches because it's bright and you can tell. So that's a mistake that I made as a beginner. So I don't want y'all to make the same mistake. But yeah, and also the hook that I do recommend for beginners is the Susan Bates hook, because the little shaft it's not rounded. It's not like this. The shaft is more like this. So it catches the yarn every time you pull it through. Every time you yarn over, pull through, it catches it really well. So if you're a beginner, I really do recommend the Susan Bates hooks. Now, the Susan Bates does make the ergonomic, this is not Susan Bates, this is a Clover, but they do make the ergonomic handle so that it's easier for you. It doesn't hurt your hand, because for me, I've been crocheting for a long time, and sometimes, not a long time, I'm sorry, excuse me, for 3 years, but sometimes I do find myself that my hand, this hand, because my right hand is my dominant hand and I do crochet with this hand, it kind of hurts me, or like I'll cramp up a little bit, especially right here. This finger, it really hurts me. It starts to hurt. So I find that if the hook's a little bit bigger and easier to hold on to, I can crochet longer. So just a little fun tip. But anyways, I'm going off topic. So also, I want to share with y'all kind of little tips and tricks on where to get cheaper things so that you're not going broke over this craft. Guys, this is not, I mean, to some of us, it is our livelihood, but to some of us, it's kind of just a way to get away from life and just to relax. I know that when my son's asleep and my daughter's at school, I love to sit down and watch The Office on Netflix. And I love to get me a glass of soda, sweet tea, water, whatever it is, and crochet my newest project. I have recently shared with y'all that I have had a ton of works in progress, guys. I have a lot of whips. My Lord, help me. So it's been a little difficult with me because, as I mentioned in the last video, my friend is having a baby and there's a wedding coming in 2 months. So I have a lot more on my plate and I feel like it's getting heavier and heavier and heavier because my niece, this is her first Easter. So I wanted to make her a little amigurumi bunny. I wanted to make her that for her Easter basket. And then, of course, I have to make one for my daughter and my son. And I didn't get the chance to do it because I've just got so much work piled on top of my back that it's crazy. But since Easter is coming and Easter's going to be in a few days, which is Sunday, I know that not all of us celebrate this holiday, but to me it is very special because I am religious and I do love church and I love Jesus and I love to help my church. But last year, I don't know if I think it was last year, maybe 2 years ago, maybe 2017. I can't remember specifically. But Jada Stitches released a little blanket and it was using her bunny square and she made a chick square. Oh my gosh, you guys, it is so cute, the little chick square. It looks like an actual chick. I want to apologize firsthand. If you do hear little people running around, people live here. And you might hear children laughing or crying or running around or screaming, and I'm sorry for that, but there's children in the house. So let me show you what I made. So I do have a son and a daughter, and I made these blankets using the Jada Stitches crochet pattern. Look, you guys, how cute is this little chick? So I made them the same, it's basically the same, it's the same animals. They're just kind of reversed. So it's just the bunny and the chick, but I did put them in different colors, and this is the border. The border is just like a pink, the granny square, then like a light pink a turquoise, a lavender, and then the white granny stitch. And I didn't connect it the way she had recommended that you connect it. Actually, I connected it using another granny stitch. I connected it just using the stitch. As you can see in the middle. So all of this here and here. And then I had to make one for my son. Because when you do one for one, you got to do it for the other. Because if not, you're not fair. So this is the one I made my son. And I think I used the same color. I used this like royal blue, this green, and this like orangey yellow. And I did the same thing for him. And actually I've had those for quite a while. We've had them. I made them. Okay, I've made them. It was like a year ago that I made them. Sorry, my mind's like blah, blah, blah. And so it was a year, and I've washed them quite a few times, guys. I have washed them because I have kids. And I think I sent my daughters, I found a spina in my sleeve. Can you believe that? No, it was something was poking me. And I went in there and it was a spina. This is a spina. I don't know what they're called in English. Stickers, I think. Stickers. So, anyways, off topic. But also found a nail on my floor. Not safe. Yeah, so I've washed them repeatedly. The only thing is when I do wash crocheted items, I don't put them in the dryer. So I just lay them over a chair. And if they're really big, guys, like if it's a huge blanket, I just kind of lay them across 2 chairs and let them dry overnight. But I do not dry them. I'm just terrified to dry them. So if you do dry your crochet, please comment down below because I am terrified to dry my crocheted items. I don't really know why. I guess I'm scared that it's going to shrink. I'm scared that it's going to like end up being 2 times smaller than what it originally was. So, little nightmare fun fact about me. This is my journal for which we go off of for this show. Okay. So, this week's fun fact about Chris. I want to give you a little bit of insight into my life and let y'all know who I am. You're going to be like, who's this girl? What's she talking about? But no, I want to let you know who I am. So that way you can get to know me a little bit better. Last week I mentioned about my family, about where I'm from, what I like to do, why I do what I do. This week, my favorite thing to do, so my like go-to place when I'm kind of having like a storm inside here and my mind is like, and I'm just like off my game. I like to go to the beach. Recently, I've been having some physical problems, and my husband knows that I love the beach, so he takes me away to the coast, and I love the coast. I love seafood, you guys. I can live my whole life off of seafood and Chinese food. No lie. I think last week I ate Chinese food like 3 or 4 times during the week, and I ate the same thing. I love General Chow chicken. Oh, I love it. I love spicy food, and the Chinese always make their food spicy, so it's like, hey, I'm there, man. But so anyways, I don't know how I got off talking about the ocean, but I love all things ocean. I love mermaids. My favorite Disney princess is the Little Mermaid. So I love mermaids. I love all things ocean. And that's my getaway place when I'm feeling kind of like there's a lot going on in here and my mind is scrambled and I can't. The ocean is kind of far. It's like 2.5 hours away from where I am. So I don't get to go all the time. I do wish I did live at the coast, but I can treasure it that all the more since I don't get to go there often. But my husband and I have our own little like secret place. Not a lot of people go there, and that's where we go. Like we we go to that spot. We don't even go to like the tourist destinations. We just go to our little corner of the ocean, and there's a long like little brick bridge thing, and we go in. I like to stand there and the waves hit me and it mists on my face. I've always been so intrigued by the ocean. I've always been so interested. I do respect the ocean, and I'm scared to go in because we really don't know what's in there, but I love the ocean. I love all things the sea. If you are a marine biologist or if you are a volunteer who cleans up the oceans, thank you. Thank you for your work. Thank you to the Coast Guard, for the American Coast Guard. Thank you so much. Thank you for all your hard work, everything that you do. If you're a scientist trying to figure out what's going on with our ecosystem, what's going on with the ocean, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for keeping us safe, for trying to keep us a little bit longer here on this planet, for trying to save this planet. Thank you. Speaking of planet and all kinds of ecosystem stuff, last video I talked to you about my temperature blanket. You guys, the temperature in South Texas is crazy. I don't know if maybe you're from Colorado or, New Jersey, New York, Wyoming. I don't know where you're from, but I'm from South Texas, and the weather is so, I don't even know how to dress. So this morning it was like 40 or 50 degrees outside, and now it's like 70 degrees. And then 2 days ago, yesterday, there was like a severe thunderstorm. Like it was raining so bad. And then it started hailing on my way home from eating menudo, from going to the coffee. And it was crazy. I could barely see. Well, then by the time it was like 12, this was probably like 10 in the morning. By the time it was 12, it was like sunny, the birds were chirping, and I was like, yo, Texas, you got me messed up in the head because I don't know how to dress. It's so hard to dress for South Texas. Like you can be wearing shorts and a t-shirt by come 5 to 6 o'clock. You're like, so always keep a jacket in your truck in South Texas. But anyway, this is my Tempocho blanket, and let me warning, it is humongous. I mean, I like big blankets. I really do. I really wanted like a king size blanket. This is more like a king size blanket. And I really wanted this king size blanket, but then I realized, how am I going to wash this? So we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So wait, I think I'm holding it wrong. I'm sorry if you can see my panza. My shirt's a little bit shorty. It's one of those crop top thingies, and I'm a little bit chubby, so it don't look too good. But I don't know. It was the only thing I had long sleeve clean right now. But this is my temperature blanket. I will actually put a picture at the end of my temperature blanket and the yarns that I'm using for my temperature blanket. So let me try to find these, like turquoisey blue patch is 30 degrees. This saffron kind of color, orangey burnt orange kind of color is 40s. This one is called Deft Blue, and it's 50s. It represents the 50 to 59 degrees. This royal blue is 60 to 69. This minty is 70 to 79. And I finally got to use my yellow color, which was 80 to 89 degrees. So it has only for 2 days throughout this whole year has it been 80 degrees so far, which is good because look at how many times it's been 70. So the weather's been super pretty. So it's been amazing down here at South Texas. Except for that cold front that we had randomly a few days ago. But so a little bit of interesting things. I'm sorry, I forgot her name, but the lady, I think her name's Rebecca. I'm sorry, I don't want to lie to you. From Repeat Crafter Me. She is also doing a temperature blanket crochet along, but I had already started mine when she had already started. So I was like, well, oh well, I'll just do it next year. but her little squares are probably like 3 by 3. So it's like a 3-inch by 3-inch. Mine are 5 inches by 5 inches. Now, all this is, guys, is just a granny square. It's just a regular granny square. I am connecting as I go so that I don't lose track of how I'm like, because I will have squares everywhere and I will not remember. So I said, you know what? I'll just connect them as I go. And little fun thing that I'm doing for my loved ones, when it's their birthday, I let them pick out a yarn for their border. And this was my husband's birthday. And so he picked out this camo because he is an avid hunter. He loves to hunt. He believes in hunting. And so he picked out this little camo border. I don't know if you can see it, but how cute. So my squares, guys, are just granny square, and they're 5 rows of granny. My son's birthday was in January, so his is way all the way over here. It was 60 degrees, and look, I put a little border, and I put a little O. His name is Joseph, but we call him Osito. So I put an O for Osito, and I haven't put anything for my husband. I have to make him a little J applique because his name is Joseph as well. But I also have different little things to signify. I was going through, as I mentioned, I was going through a rough time physically. I've been having a little bit of physical problems, and so it was hard. It was hard. It's always hard to hear that news from the doctor. Just like, it was just rough. So my husband took me to the beach, and it was good to be there because it didn't make me happy. It helped me to clear my mind. So I wasn't there to be like, hey, I'm here. It was fun, but I was standing there in the ocean, and I was just letting my tears fall and letting me feel these raw emotions that sometimes we don't allow ourselves to feel. Sometimes when we're scared, we don't allow ourselves to feel scared, or we don't allow ourselves to think about it. That's how I am. I kind of like block it off. But I really allowed myself to feel what I needed to feel at the ocean. So every time I look at this block, it's kind of like a bittersweet, kind of thing. But it was 70 degrees that day. And I put a little shell applique, cute, to help me remember that wonderful day and the beautiful deed that my husband did for me. And this was Valentine's Day. So Jada and Stitches put out a little Valentine's applique granny square. And I went ahead and I did hers. And I didn't think that I would be able to, I was scared that I wasn't going to be able to like make it the actual size of everybody, like the other blocks, but I did. So all I'm using is a 5.5 crochet hook. Tip alert. When you start with one crochet hook, guys, use the same crochet hook throughout the whole project. Made that mistake with my Granny Stitch purple blanket, and I'll never do it again. Because my blanket was like, whoop, whoop. It looked like one of those timey things that you turn upside down in the sand thing. It looked like that. The hourglass. Gotcha. So there's that. And it's ginormous. Sorry. It is huge-mongous. Since I do have a lot of projects going on, I don't know what you like or how you are, but I'm the type of person that I'm always doing some sort of project, and I'm always having some project going on. I'm always having something in my mind that I want to do. But when I do that, I have I went to the Dollar Tree, and I don't know if you have Dollar Trees where you're from. I live at the Dollar Tree because I really believe in the Dollar Tree. So if you are an employee at the Dollar Tree, thank you for your service. I bought this. How cute is this? Look at that. It's so pretty, you guys. And it has brackets. I bought this pencil pouch, okay? And in this pencil pouch, I have my scissors, the crochet hook for that project, and yarn needles. Okay. So I keep all of this, and then I don't have it in here, but I usually keep like a pen or a pencil in here in my pencil pouch, and then I put a sticky note that says, this isn't for this project, but let's say it'll say temperature blanket, size 5.5 millimeter hook, using Red Heart Super Saver yarn. So, and then I keep this all together. So I have like about 3 or 4 of these. I also have, Hobby Lobby sells like a hard one. It's like really like, it's sturdy. So if you drop it, it won't fall apart. But I have another one of those, and it's like the top pops off, and it's pink. So cute. And I keep also that with my project. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. I'm so rude. Burping in front of you. And at the Dollar Tree, they have a lot of little totes that they're plastic and durable. And they have little holes where you can actually pull the yarn through. So I put my project and my yarn and my little pencil pouch in there, and they're kind of like my little project bags. They're my little project bags. So I carry them around. So if I'm in my bedroom, I'll have my project tote with me right there. If my husband's like, come watch this movie with me, then I just pick up my project tote, throw everything in my pencil pouch, throw the pencil pouch in my tote, and go to the living room. Guys, work smarter, not harder. So I thought this was a fantastic idea, because instead of carrying my crochet hook case everywhere with all my crochet hooks, I went out and I bought like 3 or 4 of these. And I have this one, and I also have another one exactly like this rainbowy kind of color, but it's pink. And so I have 2 of each. And you could put the sticky note on top. You can put the sticky note inside, wherever. So once again, let me show you. Just the crochet hook, the scissors, and the yarn needle. And a pen or pencil, because I do like to sometimes I do make changes to a project that has been written. For instance, I'm doing this blanket for my cousin for her wedding. And I'm not really 100% happy with the border. So I may end up making my own changes to the border. And I don't like how it's going to get connected. And I will show y'all that on a later note, because I'm not very far. And I want to be kind of far when I show you the actual blanket. But I am working hard. I'm working hard on that. So this is just a fun little tip. Tip time. Just a fun little tip so that y'all make your little crochet life a little bit easier. This is my nightstand. This is what I have on my nightstand. So if I'm asleep at night and I have a crochet dream, I do keep my little journal. It's a little journal. It fits inside my drawer, and a pen or a pencil inside here, so I could always be inspired. Or if I think of something that I want to tell you guys, or if I see something on TV that's like, oh, that's a good idea, I really want to make that, I write it down on my inspiration journal. And this journal is very cute. Always go out and buy yourself a cute little journal, because it's just something cute to have, and it kind of inspires you. But my journal says think big, and actually my mom bought me this a while back for a Mother's Day present, and it's super cute. The pages are blank to fill with my own thoughts, and somebody got a hold of my journal. I don't know who that was. It could have been my daughter, my son, most likely my daughter. But the pages tear out easy, and it's always good to have yourself a couple of journals around, so that you can write down what you're thinking, write down what you want to do in the future projects, things like that. So I always keep that there. Everybody wave hi to Steven. Steven is here. Steven is always going to join us on our crochet adventures. And also I have my sweet tea. This week I do have sweet tea. You guys, I am nowhere near done with my purple blanket. I think I have like this much stitching left, but oh, guys, I don't know what border to do. If you have any border ideas, please leave them at the comment section. Please help me out. Let me know what I should do. I want to end this video with on like a positive note. So each week I'm going to try to give you a little bit of my mind and a little bit of my heart, so that way you can go through the week, the rest of the week, with kind of like a positive mindset. When you do crochet and when you're sitting there and you're ready to be relaxed and you kind of feel your mind is still not relaxed, it's still not at ease, I would really just meditate or pray. When my mind is like scrambled and my heart is scrambled, I like to pray. But you do whatever you need to do. If that's meditation, if that's prayer, if that's just a moment of silence, take that for you. It's very important for self-care. I really love to promote self-care because the care of yourself is so important, because how can you care for others if you yourself are not cared for? Like, you are important. You are the most important person in your life because you hold up so many other people. So self-care is important, you guys. Take a moment this week, even each day if you can, to sit back, make a few stitches, have a few laughs, and just enjoy your life. Enjoy what you have. Enjoy who you are, you guys. Let the bad moments flow. And I know sometimes it's hard because we love to hang on to ugly moments or moments that kind of scare us or moments that really don't have any point at all. But let's leave all that behind. Let's move forward. Let's shed all of that ugly off and be here in this moment and enjoy this moment. So this week's inspirational quote of the week is brought to us by Brian Tracy. Mr. Brian Tracy, thank you for this beautiful quote. And it says, "There are no limits to what you can accomplish except the limits you place on your own thinking." Wow, guys. Do not limit yourself. Do not limit what you can do. Sometimes we get discouraged. I know I get discouraged a lot because I feel like I'm not as accomplished as I should be. I feel like I see my friends and I see them, super educated and super ready to hit the world. And I'm just like, I'm back here kind of like, okay, raising kids. And I kind of get discouraged. But I am who I am, and I love my life. I love my family. I love my husband, and I love the life that we've built together. And I did have to sacrifice, getting a phenomenal education. And that doesn't mean that I won't. It just means that right now I'm busy raising children who will make this world a better place. I'm busy focusing all my attention on little people who will one day grow up and be great big people, that they will bring smiles to your face, hopefully, and to everyone else. So don't doubt yourself. Don't limit yourself. Just because it's not happening right now doesn't mean it won't ever happen. So I want to send you all my love, all my joy. Let me send you love. Sending you my love. And I'm sending you my joy for the week, you guys. I hope you'll have a great week. I hope you'll have a phenomenal weekend. I hope you have a great Easter. God bless you. I love you guys. Have a great week.